It's really great to have everyone here. And we want to take just a few moments to share some thoughts with you about our journey to Fleet Farm, this great community. But to start things off, let me introduce to you our President and CEO, John Schaefer. John?
Thanks, Nick. I am not going to stand here and walk around. Well, maybe I will. Thanks, everyone, for coming. It's great to be here. I am the CEO of Fleet Farm, as Nick just said, and better than that, I am a lifelong customer of Fleet Farm. I think I went to my Fleet Farm in Wausau back when I was about 8 years old. I would get up on Saturday mornings and go to the PTA matinees, and my dad would pick me up around noon, and we'd head on over to Fleet Farm to hang out. So it has always been my absolute favorite store. In fact, I think probably sometime in the late 60s, early 70s, I was actually at the West Bend store, going from who knows where to who knows where, but it seemed like every time we were on the road, my dad found a reason to stop at a Fleet Farm. And frankly, Fleet Farm's candies became my favorite candy. When I got married, the first house I owned was about 2 blocks away from the Wausau Fleet Farm store, so much to my wife's chagrin, I turned our garage into a man cave with all kinds of Fleet Farm stuff. She hasn't forgiven me to this day, but too bad. Anyway, glad to be here. This store is a little bit bigger and a little bit better than the old store I remember from my childhood. I hope you enjoy being here, working here, shopping here, enjoying what our associates are doing here. We have a great group of people that are with us today, working with us. We have a great staff, and we're really, really, really happy that we can finally, after all these years, build a new, bigger, and better store in West Bend. With that, I will turn it over to the store manager, and our head of marketing has already pronounced his name wrong twice, so I will not say Rob Fisher. I will say welcome to Rob Foster.
Thanks, John. I got a few notes here so I don't forget anybody. So I guess, what a welcome, huh? So welcome to everybody, and gosh, long time coming. So I have some financials to clear up here first. So one of the first customers, I don't know if he's here, but he high-fived me and said, I'm going to go bankrupt in 6 weeks. So the big day is finally here. We're excited to share this look with you of your new Fleet Farm. We've been waiting for this day for a long time. So after 58 years, here we are. So thank you. If anybody spends more than a few hours around me, they know I'm a big baseball fan. So the analogy that I'd like to give is the old Yankee Stadium was known as the house that Ruth built, right? So I think after all those years and all those purchases and all those Fleet Farm bags going into those car doors, the tailgates, I think this is the house that West Bend built. So. So one anecdote. So we announced the construction last September, so a little over a year ago now. And after it became official, one of our loyal, longtime customers approached me in the store, and she said, "Is it true? Is it true? There's a new Fleet Farm coming?" I said, "Yes, it is." And she said, "Well, I'm 94. Hurry up." So I hope she can join us with us this evening. So I'm proud to see that Fleet Farm makes this big investment in our community here in West Bend. And one of the ways that we demonstrate this is through our Fleet Farm local grant program. In honor of this special occasion, we're awarding several grants today to organizations doing great work in the area. So I would like to acknowledge Jamie Ludovic and Crystal Wangerin of the Washington County Parks Department. Do we have them? If you could stand. So We're proud to contribute to something they have a hand in is the Sandy Knoll Dog Park Projects as a sponsor. And we hope you all get the chance to enjoy the park in the future. We're also pleased to award the Boys and Girls Club of Washington County with a contribution today. Amy Barnes, is Amy Barnes here? She's here with some of her team to accept the donation. This organization serves over 2,500 members in Washington County through various youth programs. So thank you for coming. We're also pleased to open this store with the culmination of a lot of hard work by our team. I want to take a moment to offer a special thank you for getting us to this day. None of this would be possible without you. Also a big thanks to the families. Along the long nights, our team has put in some long hours, and we know that family support is what makes it all possible. So if we could. And last but certainly not least, we'd like to thank our construction partners. So R.A. Smith Civil Engineering, CRA Architects, and Immel Contracting. These teams worked with us from the very beginning to make this beautiful building possible. And if Steve Hogester is here with us, we'd like to turn it over to the council president.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the city of West Bend, I would like to thank Fleet Farm for building this beautiful new store in our city. I know it's been a long time coming. I think you started out around the early 2000s trying to work on this. When I moved to West Bend in 1978, I was so happy to see a Fleet Farm store. My wife, on the other hand, not, because every time I'd go to the store for a $5 item, I'd come home with a $100 receipt. So she wasn't real happy, but this store is going to be amazing. It's a great addition to our community. I am glad to see one thing, again, with my wife, that I keep telling her, you can find anything in the store as long as you go through the hunting and fishing aisle. So that's good. But again, thank you on behalf of the city for building this beautiful store. We look forward to many more years of you being a partner in the city, and welcome. Thank you.
Steve, thank you. All right, so we got to make this thing official, right? A ribbon cutting ceremony, right? Does that feel good? All right, a little cheer. Rob, will you do the honors for us, please?
Nice.
Do you want a mic too? Or?
I think so. So without further ado, 58 years in the making. So one, everybody ready? You ready out there? Two.
Rob. Does this feel Fleet Farm? Like built for real life with a pretty scissors and a ribbon?
Not exactly, Nick. Not exactly.
No? Okay, so should we do it Fleet Farm style? But we need some encouragement here. Okay. All right, let's see what we have, Rob.
Let's see. What do we got back here? Let's see. Personal protection.
We do believe in safety first. Our safety manager is on site somewhere. This thing's actually kind of heavy. Maybe I need to stop being a desk jockey. Okay, this is where John and I step back. All right, Fleet Farm style team. All right, here we go. Woo! Woo! All right, team. Well, thank you very much for being with us tonight. Obviously, you don't want to hear any more speeches. What you want to do is go visit our store. We have food and refreshments throughout the building. Today only from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are offering a 15% discount So anyone who transacts, you get immediately 15% off. That does include firearms and tires as well. Raffle prizes, when you came in, there's a box, so please get your entry tickets in because there's some fantastic prizes, so get engaged. We'll be open now in the community, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Saturday, Sundays 8 to 6. We know we have Orange Week going on right now, Orange Friday, our grand opening this weekend, so we have a lot going on in this community. So thank you, team members, in advance, because you have a lot of hard work ahead of you. And thank you for being here tonight, everyone. Enjoy.